Hello, everybody.
Howdy. Hello.
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 Cool. Let's get started. This is the April 11th, 2023 blockchain meeting. I will share my screen and we'll get started. Cool. Great, let's start with mainnet chicken.
No issues on mainnet as far as I'm aware.
Same. I've been watching things like Forks, and it's been pretty good the past several days.
Great. Testnet chicken.
This is lit, Charlie.
Sorry, what?
I said testnet check-in. This discussion is going to be lit.
Oh, so right now the testnet miner hasn't mined a block in almost like 12 hours or so. Aaron was investigating our testnet miner earlier today. So perhaps like he could go more into detail. I did restart the miner about 40 minutes ago on the belief that Aaron was looking at it and thinks that a restart could fix it. It looks like it did submit a transaction to the testnet Bitcoin network maybe like half an hour ago. So it might take a little bit more time before it starts mining new blocks. But we are keeping a close eye on it.
Great. Great. So we just had to keep our eyes on it. Okay, cool. Okay. Maybe an update later today then in the Stacks Core Dev channel.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. Alrighty, so let's check out the issues. Okay, great. Okay, so we can start here. Wonderful. Okay. Add STX address public method to peg out request op.
Yeah, so this is just a helper function to recover the stacks address, which is information present in the op. When I originally created this issue, I actually thought the information wasn't present in the peg out request op, but it serves as a reference implementation. There's a PR out for this one, and I'm just gonna add more test cases, but it's a very useful function for the coordinator and SPDC.
Okay. And it's not implemented anywhere else?
Sorry.
Wait, so is it actually being used in the code, or are you just writing the function?
The function is going to be used in, so it's a public function, and we're using this as a dependency in the current alpha coordinator. And this is something we need in the alpha coordinator. So it's a very useful method.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'm gonna try and use our shipping labels. Ship. Well, let's make it a blocker for the next release. Fine.
So this is part of the next branch, right? Along with all the SPTC things. So
Oh, so maybe not ship now. Okay.
yeah, so it's not something we need to ship to nodes or anything like that. So it's
Right. No, this is more just in terms of timing. This is to merge into develop, right?
This is to merge into next, not to
Oh,
develop.
never mind. Okay,
The Pegart request obstruct doesn't even exist in develop right now.
great. Let's do ship future.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I need to learn the labels as well.
Yeah. I'm just trying to use them so get used to it. Okay, cool. So next one, removal of defunct test cases. Got it. Okay, that seems like.
Yeah, so I have some context around this. So Mark has been looking through a lot of the repos, and he is asking about some folders that don't seem to be doing anything, specifically in this repo. So that's why I asked him to file to go to the first issue here.
Yeah, I think this has to be like looked into a little bit. I think if it's the case that like these tests aren't no longer even runnable, then probably we should delete them.
Yeah, I looked at
Um,
the history of the specific tests here. Like the last time it was run was several months ago. It just takes too long to fail. And that's why it was disabled.
I see. But it does fail.
Yes, it was failing consistently at the time when it was enabled. But again, that was several months ago. It's a good test to have, but it just took several hours for it to crash and stop the build. So yeah, I don't know if it's worth removing or looking into to see if there's a way to make it work or not.
I see.
Okay, assignee. I'm okay doing this, but I also lacked the historical context.
I can give that to you, Pavitra. Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll explain what's going on and a lot of the history behind it.
Okay. Okay, sure. I'll just assign myself. Okay. Just gonna move this here. Me. Okay. DAX node unable to find Bitcoin wallet. Okay, custom wallet problem. Oh, didn't we just have a PR for this?
Sorry to interrupt. Jesse Pavihover is the host. Can you check the waiting list? I think there are a few people.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't even know that was like a thing. Give me a second.
I can provide context for this PR. It's I'm not sure whether this is still a problem for Yuri, but I think Jesse can attest that he is a quite prolific, quite involved community member mining for a long time. So if you want to add more color, Jesse, that we probably want to help this person.
Oh, Yuri reported it. Yes, I
well,
know Yuri.
I put it. I know I put it in there because I was trying to helpful. But
yeah, I was. He didn't mention this to me when I was speaking to him over the weekend. But yeah, I'll ask him about it. See if I can get more information about how he's doing it specifically.
I think if we help him unblock with this, we'll hopefully receive more help on the orphan block issue. That's kind of the meta strategy here. But it's people engineering. That's it.
Yeah, it's yeah, I'm waiting on him to respond. I sent him several messages last night. The time zone differences are challenging with this person.
Sarala, did the person get in? Because there's no waiting room for this meeting.
No, it was Devak and a few others that are in this call, so I'm presuming.
Yeah, I've been doing it. I got that window open now.
Oh, you've been doing it. Oh, I'm like, okay.
Yes, because I'm technically the host because you were running a little late. So
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
cool.
forgot to open that participant window, but I got it open now, so I'm keeping an eye on it.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jesse.
Jesse. Yeah, I forgot that I wasn't running it. Okay, cool. All right. So follow up on this. What are the next steps?
I mean, I think the next step is just I'll ping him on Discord directly. He and I have a relationship, so I'll see if I can get more information about it, maybe some logs or something, or specific setup that he's using, and try to reproduce it.
Okay, it looks like there's a decent amount of information here already.
Yeah.
Maybe just start with this.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the specific Bitcoin setup and, you know, how the underlying system is working versus just the log that we see right here.
Okay. But in general, this is a supported feature already. The custom wallet name.
I don't know. I've never tried anything like this, honestly. I've
Yeah.
only used the default wallet.
I think that if this is behavior that we're interested in supporting, I think it's already quasi-supported, but like this seems like something we could test in the integration tests. It's like we have integration tests that use a Bitcoin D node. It should be easy enough to configure a Bitcoin D node to use a
Yeah.
non-default wallet.
The Voctor said that it's technically
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Jude had actually even done some tests or tried to reproduce this scenario, and Jude wasn't able to reproduce it, if I'm remembering the discussion correctly. So my understanding is that there is something about Yuri's setup that we haven't been able to reproduce, but technically it should work.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a question of whether we have an easy repro. And then I think yeah, there was some other discussion that, and this all should be on Discord in the public channel, so people can just look for Jude's exchanges to get some more context on the latest on testing on this.
Okay, great. So are we interested in having someone else repro it? Or just want to confirm that Jude reproed it?
I think what he's saying is that we haven't been able to reproduce it.
Oh, okay.
so
No,
there
we reproduced
was
the error. Sorry.
yeah, there was some discussion in the public channel about it. Yeah, I'm going to ask him directly, you know, specific questions about his setup, see if I can
Okay.
reproduce the same
Okay,
logs here.
Yeah, maybe we assign it. Maybe Jimeli, you can just assign it to yourself. I agree. I think
Uh,
we should try
so-
and
there you
unblock
go.
this person if we can.
right.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. Yep.
All right. What would this be? This is mining. And it's possibly the
Oh,
bug.
Ludo says he doesn't think this is supported anymore. Ludo, maybe we'll speak after this meeting. I'd like to hear more about that.
Right. Yeah. And if we need to add a test for this, I can do that too. Just let me know. Okay, next one. Integrate SBTC artifacts.
Yeah, this is, we had a conversation with Jesse a while ago, and I said this BTC code will be dumped to this tax foundation, and I think that sounds not good. I'd be scared if somebody dumped Kodama, so this is just a reminder issue that the code is coming, and so I just want to make sure we do it in a way that's responsible and not just dumping. So just it's coming. Please work with us for review. Now it's the time to give us feedback on deployment and everything. Like we have plenty of time to do as you wish, but we need your involvement. I think I've tagged as many people. I've added as many people to the CoreInch repository where this is baking. If you want collaborator access to that repository, please let me know. And that's it.
Great. Cool. Next one. Rust crates and more permissive licensing. Mhm. I see.
I think this is just a long back and forth about licensing changes, and
Yep.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know
I
if there's
think
much to add in this meeting on this.
probably just add more to the repository saying it's going to be GPL v3 and that's it. Like, don't ask us any change. Maybe make it more clear so that people don't, maybe in a
Sure.
wiki, in a PR or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe an update to the README that just says why it's GPL v3 versus other ones.
Blasted everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so that's step coming. And we can provide this as kind of like the reasoning behind it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, sure. Let's just add the deliverable, which is add more docs to explain our license. Anyone want to take that on?
I actually disagree with that as the takeaway here.
Oh, okay, sure. What is your-
I think that like either this should be closed because like there's like no change of licensing happening in the blockchain repository. Like this
Oh.
isn't like a failure of documentation. Like
That's fair. I think that's fair.
yeah,
I mean,
like the
I think-
license is clear. Like Larry's question is he understands the license and the consequences of it.
Sure, but then why? I mean, I would claim that documentation is not clear because it wasn't like it should be even more clear so that he doesn't even ask this question, right? There's clearly some.
Yeah, exactly. That was
Yeah.
what my suggestion was getting
Okay.
at, is just saying,
Yeah,
why
just
is it
being-
GPL v3 versus MIT or
But
something?
I mean, that
Yeah.
doesn't really prevent someone from still pushing back, right? Like if someone
Yeah.
really wants to say, I disagree that the
That's fine.
license should be
Next time we'll
GPL v3, you're never going to prevent someone
Yes.
Next
from asking the
time,
question.
but next time we just post a link and close the issue, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Like
Right.
Larry specifically has been asking this question like annually
So
for
then let's put a bot.
4
if you s- if you s-
years.
The Larry
we'll-
bot.
We'll just, yeah, Larry bot, we put out a link and then
Yeah.
close it, done, right? So like
Yeah.
there's clearly some context here that needs to be done.
I would click like a button
Very
here that's like
ambiguous.
move to discussion. Like this isn't an issue on the repo at all. And yeah, I don't know.
I'd be in favor of that, moving to a discussion versus an issue. Or any other changes, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's requesting a change when it was discussed, it's denied, like, makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense to me.
So maybe what we should do is just not add more docs. And if this comes up again, we link to this specific issue and this specific conversation. And I think that's probably enough. Can I just delete it?
Yeah, I think you can.
No action.
Yeah, I'm going to click the button that converts issues into discussions on this issue.
Okay, great.
Um,
we can do that. Mhm,
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I
Next
forgot
one.
we had that. That's really useful.
I also forgot that. Okay, next one. Do not reward orphaning.
Yeah, I think that there's like a whole lot to think about
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
Also, yeah,
I posted a
would say that-
comment. I think like don't we have a solution for off-chain mining? And it seems to me that we have a short-term solution, a long-term solution. Do we want to have a mid-term solution as well? That's the real question.
I think this is like kind of orthogonal to
Oh, really? Okay,
lift
so
mining
far.
off of, yeah. This is a, this would, yeah, subtly alter a lot of mining incentives related to block withholding, and like may in fact make like greedy mining more profitable. Yeah.
But if we take mining off chain, then orphaning will happen off chain, right? So it's actually
Yeah, it's
orthogonal.
orthogonal. Yeah,
But-
mining off chain is orthogonal to the orphaning problem.
how could we have orphans if we're mining off chain? At least on chain, right? I guess we still
The
could,
blockchain
but
is
we could-
is always going to have the ability to orphan blocks.
Yes.
Otherwise, if
fair
you've
enough.
never received data for a block, this chain has to hold.
But the solution to fight orphans will potentially be different if mining is on chain or off chain. I don't know if the same solution could be made off chain as well. Because we could also fight orphaning off chain as well. I don't know. Just putting ideas out there. But it's, yeah, it's quite orthogonal. That makes sense. I would say this is which work stream to put this in. L2 safety work stream. It's not really a safety issue, but kind of.
You could tag this L1 working group.
Yeah,
Ultimately, I don't know. This is like a
Oh.
consensus protocol proposal. So
I mean, a question is, should we rename L1 to L2 to be more consistent? But maybe that's just, oh, sorry, I don't want to distract folks.
I mean, sure.
We can talk about that in the Discord group.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like a later thing. L1 to L2.
I'm adding that to your attack specifications, Patty.
Yeah, okay, sure, that sounds good. Yeah, I think in general, perhaps we need a little bit of, you know, time to decide on like the solutions we're pursuing, because now at this point it seems like there's like a few solutions being floated around with no timelines or like work estimates and no sense of like how they integrate with our other work streams. So I think, and if it seems like it's something we want to prioritize, probably need to discuss it. So maybe at the next architecture meeting, that could be an agenda item.
Yeah, I wanted to chime in there as well. I do think that there's enough sort of like meaty design proposals coming out that we probably need a sync, and maybe with even a smaller set of people where you can go a little bit deeper into those designs, because I do think some of the proposals, we can group them that, hey, these things are trying to solve this particular problem. We can like make a list of kind of like the things that the proposals are trying to address. And what's probably needed more is some sort of a process for how do those discussions happen? How do people sort of like, at least the developers sort of like agree on like, hey, this solution is better than the other. That is happening in certain areas. For example, you know, there is a deeper analysis happening on some of the Bitcoin MEV issues and so on. So probably I think if we document that process a little bit and probably take it outside of this meeting, I don't think you can get deeper into any of these proposals in this particular meeting.
Cool. Sure. Does someone want to be an owner of scheduling this meeting?
Yeah, I can on that.
Great. Yeah, probably what we would need is just like what proposals are out there. There's probably like 3 or 4 at this point, and then make sure we have the link to that beforehand. Okay, cool. Great. Let's just do the pull request now. Okay. This, I think I'm just gonna add the frozen label to this, even though I'm gonna work on this soon. Just because more accurate. Frozen. This is frozen. Jesse, I think you said something about merging this. 319.
Yes, yes. So that's something I gotta talk to you, possibly Aaron, about. I am prevented from merging it because the status checks cannot complete.
Okay, maybe we should look at that after.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah, there's a way around it. It's just how we get around it is the question.
Okay.
I don't want to just go in and make a change to push it through without talking to some other people first.
Okay.
Are those not running because it hasn't merged in the base branch?
Exactly.
Yeah, you need to merge in the base branch.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're not running because the changes in my branch don't exist on the master branch already. So it fails immediately. I'll explain it to you. Yeah, it's just the way the GitHub repo protections are set up.
Let's discuss that offline. This is frozen. Fuzz testing. What's the update? Bryce.
Hey, this is ready to review. There's a failing test, but it's one of the stress tests. I think it might be a false positive.
Great. Okay. Maybe one more person because Drew's off. I see you, Bryce. That was you, right? You raised your hand. Okay.
Rice was the original author of the PR, so I don't think he can be added as an approver.
Oh.
Can you hear me now? There we go.
Yeah, I can hear you, Bryce. It's okay.
So I will review it. But yeah, there are some of my commits in here, like Scott said, but I'll also go ahead and give it a review anyway.
Yeah, I think you're okay to be the third reviewer. Also, why can I not find you? What is happening?
And maybe because it is. I
Oh
opened
my
this
god,
PR
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
That's why. Okay, well that's fine. You can just be the unofficial third reviewer. And then me and Aaron will review it. Okay.
Cool.
Great. This is frozen for now. Frozen. Okay. So I think we decided to test this for a week. Right. Okay. So what is the update this week on this PR?
I think it's just been running, so
Okay.
yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay, cool. Then is it ready to merge? So we basically want to update the default values.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to resolve these conflicts. Okay. Ludo, are you on the call? Can you finish this up, or do you want someone else to finish it up?
Yeah, I can do this too, because I made some changes and this will have to be changed a little to fit with the changes that I made that have been merged already.
Okay. Wait, whose voice was that? I don't know.
I'm Jeff.
Okay. Great. I'm going to add you as an assignee. Wonderful. I didn't get a chance to update the documentation of STX get balance, but I will do that soon.
This one, it has 2 approvals, but I still have this one open question about the database versions that I was hoping somebody that's more familiar with it could take a quick look. I addressed the feedback from both Pavi and Martin. Thanks for those reviews. So that's just the one remaining open question.
Cool. Aaron, do you have like a opinion on this? It's this thing happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to take a look at this PR today.
Great.
Thanks.
Get the burn header hash of the last validated block. What? Okay, so there's just no updates from last time. Yeah. We'll just close that. And then if there continues to be no updates, then I think we should just have someone take the PR or something like that.
So that just needs, that could go against the 2.2 branch, right?
Which one is this?
Yeah, so I think if he refactored this on top of my branch, I guess, which has the 2.2 epoch defined, I think that would be.
Okay. Blockchain meeting. Refactor this on top of, and what's the name of the brand? Stacks 2.2?
I think so.
Well, I'll just leave it open and you can tell me. Okay,
Or I can add a comment there for you.
great, that'd be great. Okay, let's just do that. Add tag specifications. So we have some comments on this. No, cool. I will just respond to these comments because I can't do that right now. Cool. This one. Have some comments on this. Okay, so it looks like we're just waiting for this person to update this PR. And we'd want it to be configurable. Okay. I'm just gonna close that. Is this ready for review?
Yeah, so I've already gotten a review and I'm updating some test cases after some comments from Aaron, who wanted some more test cases.
Great.
I will ping Aaron when I need a re-review.
Cool.
I don't want to add too much urgency on this, but we've committed to a release of SBTC Alpha for next Wednesday. And if we don't make it, it's fine, but this is on the critical path.
Okay, sure. Well, when it's ready, just,
Yeah.
tag people, drop it in the Discord. Feel free to do that. And we should be able to
Yeah, we'll do that.
get that done. I opened this PR for a microblock protocol to basically query peers for their latest microblocks. I have a small fix that I need to push to it, and then it should be ready for feedback. But yeah, maybe let's get some reviewers on it. Well, it's not ready for review, so maybe I'll do that after. But yeah, that's open. Then we have this Docker Compose setup for StackerDB. Any comments on that?
I was actually
Yeah,
just
so-
responding to you in a thread in the Discord channel. Yeah, it's probably better if we just link up on a call and just discuss what you're trying to do. But yes, I can absolutely help you.
Sure. All right. Thank you.
I'll send you a link to my calendar offline.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, sorry, I had to do something really quick. Great, so. Cool, the discussion is gonna happen offline. Great.
Yeah, we're gonna have a call first and then we'll kind of write something down.
Alrighty, so that's done for the pull requests. And we want to make sure that we have the SBTC PR must be merged quickly. That's about it. Do we have any discussion items? I don't see anything added. Okay, sounds like no one has anything that they would like to discuss in this particular meeting. Should we end early? Does anyone have qualms? All right. Let's end early. Have a good week, everyone. All right, bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.